Jobber Nation, welcome to another episode of the Jobbertears podcast. As always, I'm Janelle from HR here with Sir
Lafayette,
Wilkins.
Indiana, in the building.
Mr. Robert Brown in the building from Lafayette. How far were you from Cleveland? Like
early. He came in early on the feed.
stepping on through. Yes, we are giving you guys a mid-afternoon delight of the Jobbertears podcast, since schedule permitting. But we do want everyone to come into the chat. We do want to talk about, we haven't done this in a while, so this is actually really nice to have all of us together, and not in our own separate houses and rooms.
Yo,
But shout out to the Wolfpack Wrestling Podcast. Shout outs to John in the building.
you gotta have Mr. Black bless it one day.
He said, I don't know, maybe 2. Okay, all right. Well, shout outs to Robert Brown from Lafayette, Indiana, representing. As everyone is joining us this afternoon, we do want to give everyone, we are in a 2 weeks until JobberSlam 4. What a journey to say the least. But we are excited as the days are getting closer, and we have announced all 9 matches. 9. I was definitely going for 8, y'all, but 9. Which we're really excited to have. Do you have all of those lovely graphics? I mean, I can give you can let the viewers and listeners that are watching know what matches we have announced. So we are blessed. I'm super excited to have the NWA Women's Tag Team Champions as a part of JobberSlam. The King Bees going against Survivor of the Thickest for the NWA Women's Tag Team titles. So NWA is being represented for the very, very first time at JobberSlam. So super excited about that. We have for the Battle Club Pro Icons Championship, we got Cosmic going against Miss Savannah Evans, representing JTP South, representing Impact Wrestling. Afternoon, Christian Bailey in the building off of YouTube. So yes, those are on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. Make sure to write in your comments, shout yourselves out. Next we have,
I call this crazy motherfucking match. Crazy motherfucking match.
Listen now, this is the match that you don't want to miss. So, I mean, you don't want to miss none of them, but this one in particular, because if I'm not mistaken, this is the first time ever where you're going to have Steve Pena defending his 5 points title against Charles Mason. So we're super excited to have that. Next, we got a fatal 4-way. We got Trevor Aeon. We got Miss JC Storm in the building. Rob Kildrick. I feel like I saw Rob on AEW.
He was.
He was cleaned up. I said, "Is that Rob?"
What?
Yo, yeah, it was the he was one of the security guys. I kept saying, I was like, "Is that Rob?" So Rob Killjoy and Jay Lyon himself in the building. Fatal 4-way match. Next we have. We got our first ever JobberSlam Battle Royal Invitational. So we have we have looked through the talent in the Northeast. We got 1 or 2 from the South coming up too, but we definitely wanted to highlight talent from the Northeast to be represented in this match.
Dang. So this is gonna be another banger match, man. Banger match. My son A Game, Fake Jackson, fine ass. Nigga Encore. Do you want my nigga Zuka, a King, Stan, my nigga Only King, the champion, LPW, my nigga Big Booty Brian Bomb, my nigga Aki, man, my nigga Surge. Oh my god,
call them Big Booty Brian Bomb.
Yeah, that's actually hard though. I ain't gonna hold you.
I love my nigga Brian, son.
No, I love Brian as well. So no, we're super excited. We will be announcing. Well, I guess I can announce it here in live and in color. The winner of the Battle Royal will be presented a title shot of opportunity of their choice. So there is some high stakes for this match, and I don't want to ruin the other surprise, but definitely make sure you are there when bell time starts, because this one will not disappoint you guys. So super excited to have that. Next we have the fatal 4-way for the tag team for Battle Club Pro tag team titles. We got Federated, we got Colossal Collector. Shout out to Mike Law. Mike Law don't get as much love and flowers as he deserves, being in the game over 15-20 years. So definitely love out to Mike Law. A part of the Colossal Collective, we got Colada, we got the champs, the Scotta Ricans. They've been champs for almost about a year. So let's see what happens. And of course, our brothers of JTP South, Moving Mike and Rayhan.
Oh, shout out to my nigga Young Lion from Frederick. You have to understand, Young Lion. let me talk about my nigga Young Lion, son. Dang, I was in training, man, and then he was busting niggas' asses in training, B. I was like, oh,
he's dedicated. I love him. And you know what I always love? Because listen, I'm not one to, if I go to the school or if I'm on, if I got my battle club hat on, I don't, I try to stay low and in the cut. But I will say that young gentleman, no matter where I am, no matter what happens, he makes sure and comes and says hello. I'm not surprised by that.
Then after that, then I found like a Young Lion. So I love that.
Damn, he couldn't do that in New York.
Dang. And then finally, hold on, we got one more match.
I feel like we got two more. We got a few. I feel like we got a few. We, I guess we saving the best for last. But hold on.
Oh, Muscle Malcolm.
Okay, yes, you can leave that up there. That's fine. All right, so then we do have a special attraction. Muscle Man Malcolm was talking shit. Summerslam weekend.
He gonna bring out the blicky.
He was talking hot shit. Summerslam weekend.
Man, he gonna bring out the blicky.
Whoa! So we got Muscle Man Malcolm going against AJ Francis, in a special attraction match. We also do have, unfortunately, Alex King will no longer be able to participate in JobberSlam 4.
You got the champion's own slide.
So we did look high and low and left and right for an amazing replacement, and Kevin Knight has stepped up to the table, and so now the franchise championship title match will be Yaya going against Kevin Knight. So we're super excited to have that. And last and certainly not least, the main event. Now this is crazy because we're gonna have to go all through 8 and then intermission. I just want everyone to be prepared. Y'all gotta be.
This is a double header main event.
Sitting through 8 matches, and we're gonna give a good little pause for intermission because we're gonna have to assemble this steel cage so that we can have the main event of JobberSlam 4 being our own Sir Wilkins going against Darius Carter. This is legit my GM mode. This is how rivalries in my GM mode. If you play my GM mode on 2K24, you know that the inner rivalry and also getting 1,000 more fans and then 1,000 more fans for finishing the rivalry is in a steel cage. So this is the end of an era.
Yep, end of the damn era.
Giving Shawn Michaels Taker end of era.
End of the era, B. You have to understand, Darius has been a terror. Look out for the promo video that started it all. From what we call JobberSlam. It was hope. Now we became JobberSlam.
It was a seed.
You have to understand.
Grew.
He attacked me. You have to understand. Before his trade, he attacked this man. This man is a menace to society, B. A menace.
Yeah, so we're super excited. 9 incredible matches that we've definitely put blood, sweat, tears into. So we do want to give everyone an opportunity. Tickets are on sale right now. Front row is half sold out. So please make sure
it's available. It's linked in the comment. Pin comment right now. Whoever watching on YouTube is right there. Pin to the comment. Get your ticket. Get there early, B. We lit. It's a family vibe. People might thinking, but Black, I may have your kids. Bring the kids.
Yeah, no, bring the kids.
Black, I
bring the family.
Bring your side chick, your baby mother, your mother.
I don't listen. I ain't gonna have security for all that, so y'all can leave that drama. Leave the drama at the door.
You feel me? I got something new.
I remember what JobberSlam? Boy.
This nigga here. That's all I'm gonna say. Come on. This nigga here. Like it's actually rather comical at this point.
Stays at JobberSlam.
That's a fact. Like, so it's super.
The should that happen at JobberSlam behind closed doors.
Lord of mercy.
Man, we can make a documentary about that.
We should have started from the first one, but it's super dope because this year's JobberSlam will be held where the first one was. So we're going back, paying homage to to where it all started about 3.5 years ago. So we're super excited. So make sure to get your tickets. Once again, tickets are on sale now. Sponsorships are still available, so please hit me up directly if you are interested in sponsoring a match.
Any of us right now.
If you're interested in sponsoring a talent, just let us know. Let us know.
Oh, I feel sexy.
But other than that, what's been going on with y'all? What's new in the hood since we haven't been able to talk?
To Kevin Sullivan.
My nigga Kevin Sullivan. That makes me sad. That makes me sad. The Taskmaster himself.
Benoit Killer.
I'm hollering. Yo, somebody had posted and was like, this is an interesting Hell in a Cell match right now that's going on. I said, oh my God. I said, too soon.
So, I thought that. I ain't gonna hold you. As soon as that shit went up, I was like, damn, he died? Damn. Did he kill Benoit, his family?
Oh, God.
Oh, hold on. It's about to get real dark in here. I apologize to every single person that's watching this. These are all jokes. We do not believe he actually killed Benoit.
No,
but there's been conspiracy theories that he was the one that killed Benoit and his family because Benoit took his bitch.
Her whole bitch.
It was his fault, dogs.
He put him in a storyline together.
But then again, though, son, you got to control your emotions, though, baby. You can't be so horny.
This nigga said Nancy, the special guest ref, out of pocket.
Ooh, but
no. She didn't do nothing though.
She didn't do nothing. The child didn't do nothing. It was a gruesome situation.
Yeah.
These are all dark jokes that we had for a second. We will stop at this.
Yeah, we're good.
But because I don't want this nigga Kevin Sullivan to come in my dreams.
This nigga said I don't want the ghost of Kevin Sullivan.
You don't think Kevin Sullivan will come in niggas' dreams?
No.
Kevin Sullivan was all about this dark like witchcraft stuff. He was about that.
But the way
hold up. Pump your brakes. I don't see nothing about Undertaker being into that.
No,
because that's a gimmick.
No, but
Kevin Sullivan lived the life.
Let me space this here.
Lived the life.
No, he did not.
Wait.
Hold on.
I'm asking a question.
Hold on. I will answer the question before you get to your point. I know you got a point to say. Have you not seen the Undertaker being a devout Christian?
My man is about the Lord.
Where?
No,
bro, all the time he's always talking about God. Nigga, his whole speech was a Christian ministry.
Think about everything about him has included a cross.
No. When he became a Christian, he's always a Christian.
Yeah.
Listen,
he dead ass.
I only been hearing that the past year.
No, but what's crazy is so randomly me and Mikey like to watch like old Raws from time to time. So right now we're in the lead up to WrestleMania 15. So that's the whole, and that's right before Ministry of Darkness becomes corporate ministry.
Is that Austin versus Bret Hart?
No, it's Austin and Rock. It's Austin and Rock the first time.
Okay.
So Austin and Rock the first time. But the crazy part is the Raw that we were just watching. Yo, they were looking for a big boss man for the entire fucking show to sacrifice him. Like, it was the wildest thing. Came through a fireball at China. Michael Bostic didn't know what the fuck was going on. I said, you ain't never seen this? And I'm like, oh, you wait for the next week or two to see what else happens. But we're in that period of Ministry of Darkness. Shit is crazy.
You proved my point.
Shit is crazy, but it was a gimmick. It's crazy though.
Kevin Sullivan,
because even you're correct. Because even looking back, it's like, yo, Vince, all of them were such talent. Because for Vince to be crying over a teddy bear being on fire to then revealing himself as the higher power, I said, oh, baby, you got to have some darkness to you to do that.
You got that dog in him.
But I don't think, but that was a gimmick.
And that was a gimmick.
Undertaker was a devout Christian.
I only hear that in recent years, dogs.
He was always been a devout Christian, but then he like changed his life because he got married and everything. But he's been a devout Christian ever since he became American Badass. He was a devout Christian.
Okay, my point. So he became a Christian American Badass.
That's a long time ago.
But still, he wasn't.
That's like 20 years ago.
But I always feel like he was low-key American Badass.
He was not the devout Christian when like he was in the Ministry of Darkness.
He probably was.
He probably was.
He was just depressed.
Listen, Mark, if you ever feel like you want to come and tell us that story, the door is open. Promise. But
you gotta go to the show for that. He'll tell you that.
Yo, that's the one thing I can't do. So they had the one-man show in Cleveland during Summerslam weekend, and I was just like, that's as far as I can go. Like, I can't. I still like to watch and see Undertaker. I don't want to know Mark just yet. Like, I ain't ready for that shit. Like, me and my homegirl took a picture with him. I met him as Undertaker. I'm not ready for the Mark Calloway crossover yet. So, but speaking of Cleveland, as you guys, we are coming off one of the craziest weeks of wrestling. I feel like that we're gonna talk about Monday Night Raw because that to me was the best Raw of 2024. Like, hands down, one of the best episodes of Monday Night Raw in eons. Yo, and it didn't even matter because it was just everything like, we'll get into it, but. Let's talk about SummerSlam. Let's talk about that. The night before SummerSlam was SmackDown, I was actually there live and in color. Let me tell y'all, they have to, in 2025, put a belt on Jey Uso. There's no other way to do that because and I'm talking about in a dark match. I'm talking about some shit y'all didn't even see live on TV. There were 2 dark matches after SmackDown. And one of them was 8-man, 8-man tag. So they had Judgment Day going against Rey Mysterio, Miz, R-Truth, and Jey Uso. The match didn't even start, and they played Jey Uso's song like 6 times. And I mean the entire building bopping to "It's Just Me Us." Like everybody, the Miz is on the mic hyping everybody up. They're like, y'all want to hear it again? Y'all want to hear it again? And when I tell you, when you look and see 16, 17,000 people all just bopping to this one person, it's like, nah.
But there's a few people.
This guy gotta do something big in 2025.
There's a few people who said this, that Jey Uso will never be a main event.
Nah, that's not true.
Because they said I have that. This is a criticism
that's not true
all the time. Oh, his moveset is limited. Oh, he don't
everybody is.
Much.
Everybody got 4 or 5 moves. So that whole moveset limited shit.
Right. And I'm looking at everybody where like, what is he not doing right?
No, he's doing
right.
everything he's supposed to be doing correctly. And on top of that, I have read a list after SummerSlam. There was top 10 list of like merch sold. Jey Uso was on there 4 times. I'm talking about the white. I'm talking about the white E shirt. I'm talking about the sleep. They got one that's like sleep, eat, repeat, yeet shirt going on. They got his face on the t-shirt. He was 4 out of the 10 top selling shirts, top 10 shirts. Like Jey Uso's on a whole nother level. I'm just gonna put that. You can, when you're there live, it's you can feel that. Like to be after a show, and you know how hard it is to keep people after a show. To have people like literally no one left, and to have an entire arena just bop to him. That shit is epic to me. But SmackDown once again, Cleveland, Ohio, live and in color. It was really, really dope. Actually, before SmackDown, normally I'm not in the building that early, but I don't watch. Y'all ever watch that speed shit on Twitter?
No.
So I recommend going, because I don't have the Bluebird. I recommend going on Twitter and watching that shit. 3-minute matches.
It's actually fun.
It's actually really good.
No, I'm not against it.
No. You just say you never watched it. No, but I recommend everyone watching. WWE does the speed tournaments on Twitter, exclusively on Twitter. And they had taped the 2 matches in Cleveland. So we saw shout out to Javion. He was on there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he was on there. And then they had a match with which the match I didn't even think I would want to see. Austin Theory versus Montez Ford, which was dope as fuck. And them niggas went to the 3-minute time limit. Like they didn't even pin. So they both got, so like if it's a draw, you both get eliminated from the tournament.
I think when I heard about that one, so I think we'll talk about it later because I have a theory. This is about Triple H and niggas and black people.
That's fair. Putting on who you want to put on?
No, I think
I'll just talk about it.
So, all right. So there's an article that came out. He was Bobby Lashley was on a podcast recently.
Oh, he got it up. Look. So those of that do not know, it is believed that Bobby Lashley's contract did expire this past weekend.
No, it's today.
Oh, today.
Today.
It's
today. I thought it was over the weekend. Okay. Regardless, by Monday, Bobby Lashley will no longer be a WWE superstar, contracted WWE superstar. So he was on a podcast, as Sir Wilkins mentioned, and he said the question was asked to him. Bobby was asked who he rocks with between Vince and Triple H. And he said, and you guys can read it if I say the wrong thing right now. I had a connection with Vince. Vince understood me. Vince was big on the show. He looked at people like they were stars. He saw that in me. There were a lot of little nuggets that Vince would give me throughout my career and tell me different things. Vince looked at me like I can tell Bobby works his ass off. I can send him anywhere around the country to represent the brand. He looked at me like a star. I like Vince. I haven't really had too much of a connection with Hunter. Hunter has his guys. I've tried to, but we really haven't worked enough together to get to know each other.
So I said this on like the last podcast.
If not last time we recorded.
Yeah, I said that it comes down to, I think it's less racism. This could be all coincidental that all the black people don't have a connection with Triple H, but we'll see.
But then it goes to see that all the black people had a connection with Vince McMahon.
Yeah, that's crazy. So this is my thing. I personally think Triple H has his guys. That is it. That's just what it is. And he's leaning towards a modern day hybrid workers. You're big, but you can kind of move. He doesn't see certain people as superstars.
Out of pocket. He says that all the time.
So I think that's just what it is. He has his own people. Now, has any of those people been black? Nah. But if Montez Ford is in a singles match with Austin Theory on speed, maybe they're trying to test things out.
That's what I always say. It's just like
maybe that's the beginning of something.
Or maybe it's always, you know what I think sometimes, because people love like Uno, people love to draw the race card real quick. I think when it comes to things, it's a timing thing too. Like I think that sometimes the timing may not just be in the right moment. Like honestly speaking, the best example right now, low-key, is Bronson Reed. Like when Triple H, like when Bronson Reed got released, Triple H brought him back. So he's kind of a Triple H guy. Brought him back. He was kind of in the intercontinental realm a little bit. He was in that circle. He was in and out, in and out, in and out. And I think the way that they presented him this past Monday night was a bona fide monster that's going to be a superstar.
Well, yeah.
And it was a timing thing. I think it's crazy because it's not about being black in that instance.
We talk about he's like the whole point of this conversation. The bigger picture, you have a point. You are right, 100%. But it's still a Triple H guy that's not black.
But then it goes to see, like, look on the main roster. How many of us are there?
Okay, let me ask you a question. The few guys that Triple H likes, right? That I saw he repushed.
I definitely think he fucks with Street Profits.
Oh no. Okay. Look at Keith Lee, proper black, right? Swerve.
Is that proper black? I'm hollering.
What? What?
Proper black.
Proper black.
Levels to this.
Swerve. Proper black. You know, his character is doing it in the hood, but his real character is like, you're not like this. You're really not like this. You feel me? Maybe he just I'm not saying he's like, maybe just comfortable with certain type of black people.
But actually interesting that you mentioned different types of black and different shades, because I actually do want to point out so Cody Rhodes has been doing this interview thing on the bus. He's been doing interviews on his bus with different superstars. And this week's episode was with Bianca Belair. And they talked about how, remember a few years ago for Black History Month on the NXT side.
Yeah, I remember, yeah.
Which is why I say NXT really is for the niggas. No one listens to me. But a few years ago, they did a photo shoot for Black History Month, and it was multiple different women with different shades of brown. And she talks about in the interview, and you guys can take a look at it. It's on YouTube, on WWE's YouTube page. She talks about the importance of not only representation as a culture, but seeing that there are different shades and styles of us. And I didn't really, and of course you think it's important, but then it just, within ourselves, it just makes you realize, like, when we always say representation matters, when we always say black excellence, when we always say all these things that are a part of the culture, it really matters. Like, it really is important that as a community, we uphold and we uplift each other. And I think when that photo came out, it got a lot, like, people looked at it sideways, and it was just like, no, like, this is,
why do people look at it sideways?
Because there's a whole bunch of black girls. Like, I remember people.
I don't know why you're so surprised about
people being like, "What is going? Like, what's this about?"
Like, we live in a world.
I remember that.
This is in a world like this. Is me just noticing, just being around it is what.
So I think Wesley got his Killmonger on this week. I'm not even gonna give that to Swerve. I'm gonna get that shit right to Wesley.
But we are like later. At the same exact time, we are fighting people outside of the community and people within the community.
Within, yes.
Because, for example, people may look at me and looking like, for example, a lot of Haitian people can't stand me. You understand? But it's never the ones that from the islands. It's the ones that who were born here. Oh, you don't speak Creole enough. You don't do this enough. This, that, or third. The community make me feel isolated. Now, when I'm around certain people that of the bourgeoisie black people, they treat me like shit. Oh, you don't talk a certain way. How you don't know how to do this? How you know how to carry yourself? I'm looking like, bro, I don't give a fuck about how you eat and stuff like that. It's gonna go down regardless. You feel me? If I don't talk a certain type of way. And then in wrestling, certain times it's just like, I don't find these white people jokes funny. You feel me? I don't say white people, sorry. I don't find these college humor jokes funny. I don't. But yet the people look at me funny because I don't laugh at the jokes that they laugh at. And after they laughing is to get on to go on to get along to get on. I'm
also
like,
too, I think certain things is more. It's sometimes I think it's like what relates to you too. Like I think just because when you mentioned college humor, I'm just like, some people joke a certain way, some things like it's all about your experiences
like
and what's related to you.
Versus Wolverine. That movie was not funny.
It had its funny points.
Boy, I did.
And this is coming from the non-comic person. But it goes to show you. Would you go separately and watch a Ryan Reynolds movie?
Certain movies is good. Not all of them.
That movie was funny to me, boy.
Like, but look at people.
But no. But I think it's just more of what you relate to. Like, if you don't go purposely and go, if you don't think Ryan Reynolds is funny, you're not gonna think that movie funny.
No, okay. In certain movies, he's funny in. It's all about who's the writer, who's writing for him. This is why I realized this. And when I watched Deadpool, it was a lot of gay dick humor that, I'm 35 years old. I don't relate to this. Maybe when I was 20, yes, hilarious. But I just grow out of that kind of humor. Now, was it? I'm an age right now where just because I didn't find it funny, I could still say that it was still a great movie. Mm-hmm. So what I'm saying is this is just like within our community, it's just like, it's hard just to be a version of black. How many times, Brandy Rhodes, perfect example. She over here spazzing out on what's that? That dude was part of that group, spazzing on him. Everyone's like, "Oh, you sound fake, you sound forced. This, that, and third. Why you acting like a hood black girl?" I'm looking like, how is he supposed to act if somebody coming from a husband? Like, don't do that. No, you gonna bring the worst version out of you to make sure that nigga feels how you feel.
Okay.
Well, listen. Go back to what I said. Triple H has his own people. I haven't seen that it's black. But
I haven't.
But the thing is, like I said, maybe he's working up to it.
What black person currently right now?
No, that's what I'm saying. So
no, Ricochet. He fucked with Ricochet hard.
Rico didn't do anything. That's why Rico left.
That wasn't. Yeah, that's why
Ricochet left. What I'm saying,
because sometimes also people outgrow certain things. Because hey Vaughn, I actually have read an interview that Kayla Braxton just did, and she spoke about how you outgrow the position. Like you've done everything you had that you needed to do on a professional level. And she felt like at that time, both sides couldn't see a future in moving forward. So and sometimes sometimes you outgrow things.
You're just a good employee to some people.
For certain people, the environment changing up of the environment may be a better and a different feel for the person.
I was not saying Matisse, aka Snokes.
So I do. I think it's a timing thing. I think it's a also too. I think it's also the pool of people too.
Miz said something the other day which made sense. He was like, "Yo, listen, it's harder to get on a SummerSlam card nowadays because more and more people are over. So before it was like you had 5 or 6 people that are over, maybe 10." And that was it. Now you got a plethora of people on the card,
like 20 people.
20 people that are over. So maybe and like she said, maybe they haven't found their timing yet to put them on the card. Now we can still say, oh, we're not seeing more people that look like us on that. But I just truly believe, and this is just me watching it and then saying, and people within the business said their own opinion. I've heard a lot of people's opinions on it. I truly believe he has his own group of people who he feels are the version that he needs to feel.
I was going to say this is, even though there's not a lot of people, black people that he's pushing a lot, but it's still a lot of white people of other races who's not getting pushed also. So it's not a situation where you look across like someone like The Miz. Why is not getting like a harder push? Why is not putting over like more talent, stuff like that? Now he's just like a glorified supervisor right now. You feel me?
I don't think so.
No. But it looked like compared that with how Vince used to treat him to him, two different things.
But also too, that's you talking about a time when Miz was younger. Like he's not getting no spring chicken.
100%. But I'm actually trying to give him shoot him bail. Like Triple H's like, nah, a lot of people are not getting much screen time they used to. You feel me? He's trying with certain people like Baron Corbin. If he don't really like black people, why would we try to make Baron Corbin and Apollo work together? He's trying to put people together, but people have to do their part also.
That's why I always listen. I always tell people, if you want to see the niggas, you gotta watch NXT, okay? Because listen, y'all know Ashante D. Adonis was not my favorite nigga in Hit Row. I'm just gonna put that on the table. But this nigga popping up on NXT is the funniest shit ever because he be trying to be slick. He be trying to be like Rico Suave, trying to back all the girls in the backstage, and the girls be like, no, I don't want like. But it's such a funny thing where he's continuously on TV and he continuously doing different things.
So my thing is this: what's up with Omos? Because Omos to me is what you want.
I wish they just bring back Raw Underground.
Right, something like that. Because to me, I look at Omos is the amount of match he's put in, the work he put in. Yes, he is a lot better wrestler than Khalid, and Khalid got a super run. And I just feel like
because Khalid was a Vince guy, and they wanted people from India,
which is why I think now they're starting to pivot. Not no shade, but they starting to pivot to the Mexicans on no bullshit.
So no, I don't think so.
So speaking of that,
I think it's because the talent is crazy.
But I also do think that they are planning to do something really big in Mexico, and they're starting to build that roster so that when they then they pull that trigger, then they have the people where people can relate to the superstars that are wrestling.
They've always been trying to do that.
Yeah, but they don't do a good job.
But
no, it's because it's because I felt they've always tried to dip into Mexico.
Yes.
It's just that they couldn't find the talent that can translate from Mexico to America.
Oh, now they starting to find them.
And that's what they found. They've been trying to do.
They've been trying to find
the next Rey Mysterio for the past 20 years.
And listen, let me tell y'all, y'all not gonna listen because y'all can't replace him. Like y'all gotta stop. Michael says that all the time. He's like, they continuously try to replace Rey Mysterio, and we all know it's not going to happen. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna be a thing. So y'all just find talented ass
because
people.
they think that
you put a mask.
They think that all luchadors are a monolith. That's really what it comes down to. So then
that's your question. What is the greatest export from Mexico that doesn't wear a mask currently right now? I'm talking
Roosh.
But does Roosh not speak English?
Oh, but you know what? But I wouldn't count him because he does wear a mask sometimes, so I wouldn't count him.
He doesn't wear a mask 90% of the time.
Yo, but it's so funny because
why you like this?
No, because it's the truth though. But it's funny because Michael will go and say whenever we see Dragon Lee, he be like, "Oh, they go Roosh." I'll be like, "No, that's not Roosh," but because they brothers. So I be like,
"They are?
Yeah, that's his brother." I'm hollering, yeah, that's his real life brother. And if you look at the eyes, because Dragon Lee wears a mask, if you look through the eyes, you'll see Roosh. And it's the funniest shit.
Oh, you said Santos Escobar?
Listen, Santos is my number one pick. Hands down.
I got Roosh.
That nigga's talented as fuck.
Santos Escobar is better. It's just that Roosh is taller.
I got Roosh. I'm Roosh.
That's only knock. Like, okay. I feel like you can't go wrong with either or.
Ooh, I like what Vaughn said.
I feel like Santos Escobar could speak
he has the whole package for me.
The whole package, but he's just not to certain people. He may not be as tall.
I like Roosh better.
He has the whole package for me.
Roosh look like he kill people.
So you think he's a part of the cartel?
Well, he gives off the vibe. I don't think he's part of the cartel, but he looks. He
probably have ties.
Vaughn mentioned Obafemi, which I think that was a very good pickup.
Very.
Very.
Wait. Obafemi is from the Indies, or he's from ground up?
He's from the NIL thing. A lot of the NXT guys and girls right now, they're from the NIL pickups. They not You want to go pee before we started? I peed before we started.
I thought the NIL was a bad idea.
Listen, according to who?
People were saying.
I think it's all about how you use it though, because that whole Gableson thing, the Stevenson thing trial wasn't
because the nigga didn't want to wrestle.
Correct, and it's just like, yo, don't do that. Like, but the talent that they have been showcasing on NXT, they're the NILs. Jada Parker, even that's why Lash, because I thought Lash was gonna pop up on SmackDown. That's why Lash and them was in Cleveland, because they had the tryout thing in Cleveland.
Yes,
and they're all NIL pickups.
I understand. We thought that, but people were talking shit about the NIL deal not working.
But you know what it is? People talk shit about things they don't understand. That's really what it boils down to.
This is broke. and NIL deals to show that you can get talent, and the NIL deal showed one thing. So the number one thing, the NXT developmental center works.
Yes, and listen, super sign up. However, Joe Hendry got that contract the way that he got it. Whoa. That
because he's super over
that shit. But not only do you get the perks of being a WWE superstar and an Impact superstar. Like, who else is rocking like that? It's very interesting that of all people, Joe Hendry. has gotten that. Speaking about Joe Hendry and Impact just announced that their Bound for Glory will be October 26th in Detroit, Michigan. So I think that's very exciting to see. Because I like the partnership between them and NXT has been all right. It's been better than what it been in the previous partnership, but we won't get into that.
Well, the previous partnership just didn't work.
That wasn't the partnership.
Because the reason why their previous partnership didn't work, because Tony Khan treated TNA the same way Vince treated WCW.
Like shit.
Yes. That was the reason why.
Like shit.
We're the superior product. We're doing you a favor.
Fuck y'all. We gonna do what we gonna do.
That's what happened. What happened was that when you look back at it, it's very similar to how WCW, when they did the invasion angle, was treated.
Because nobody on the WCW side would be put over.
The only person
that did was, I felt like, Booker towards the end.
The only person that really benefited from AEW and TNA was Kenny
Omega. Kenny Omega. So there's
and then
no.
And then
if you're gonna pull another name, that's just gonna
the ratings went up a little bit for like a split second, but then Tony Khan would be on cutting promos, shitting on TNA.
I'm hollering. So did you see that picture in the airport with Shane McMahon and Tony Khan?
Yeah, I saw it. I'm excited.
You don't think it's just two billionaire sons just talking?
Yeah, but still, I'm excited. Because they're probably trying to figure. So, business side of things, Warner Bros. Lost a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
So there might not be a way for AEW to get a fucking deal. Actually,
keep passing that. Talk a little bit more about pass my bag. My bad.
Like, I really want to see what AEW can get a TV, because you need a TV deal. So maybe because Shane be knowing about streaming, he's when he low-key put WWE on. Nobody talks about it.
He did, yeah.
So maybe they think of a streaming deal to come up with, because AEW needs a TV deal, bro. They need something.
But then they just add. Didn't they just add in a whole nother show called Overdrive?
Yeah. What the fuck is Overdrive?
Overdrive is just like a talk show, like what Cody has. They just talk.
I'm trying to figure
that
out. No, Saturday nights at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, it's actually a show after. Yeah, what Cody used to have back in the day.
No, Cody had 10 o'clock on Wednesday, and that's the slot they should have went for, because that
right
is
after the show.
I know.
I don't know why.
But it's after Collision.
But nigga, nobody watches Collision.
Correct. So there's that.
Stop playing.
Nobody watches.
Nigga, when's the last time you watched Collision?
On a weekly basis.
Last time I watched.
When last time you watched Collision?
I know, for last time it was a triple threat cage match.
And when was that?
No.
Why you like that?
No.
With Phil?
It was with Danny Garcia, FTR versus House of Black.
That was a good match.
That was probably a few weeks ago. That was probably like a month or two ago.
Yeah, that's the last time I watched it consistently. Because honestly, the thing about it is just like,
it's a bad time.
Which one I'd rather do? Would I rather just go to the indie show and possibly ref it, or like see my friends, or stay home and just be bored?
But that's you in half the country.
That's how I feel. Because don't be wrong, it'd be good though, but it's just like there's so much other stuff I could do. With my time, I could clean up. You understand though? Like how that
live my life.
Like, right. You feel me though? Like when
Since
I'm in
we
Delaware,
already
though,
watching wrestling about 80% of the week.
When I'm in Delaware though, I'm not watching Collision. No, you know what we're watching? We're watching movies and other stuff. Going out to eat.
Well, Collision's not must see. That's why.
See, but they try to make it that, because they'll announce certain things so that you could connect the dots on certain matches. So, like for instance, they have, I think it's this week on Collision, where they're gonna have the I think it's the trios number one contender match on Collision. So whoever wins that is gonna face the Patriarch, which I just found out the other day that fucking Christian Cage had, and I was just like, what? Yeah. How did he just get another belt? Christian Cage and them are the trios champs.
I actually like what they're doing.
Yeah,
I like that. I kind of like him and the Nick Wayne and the White Mama and the Dinosaur.
It's not White Mama.
Is
she white?
It's all elite.
Is she not a mama?
You know, crazy thing about it is two sides of the same coin. what Christian is doing and what Jericho is doing.
Oh.
Because
I'm rather entertained by Chris
Nick
Jericho
Wayne,
in the
yes, he's like he's a guy what they call like he just take all the bumps, but yet he still get TV time, he still talks, and Christian Cage is hella entertaining. Jericho just been asking for too long in AEW, where like he does a lot of like lateral moves like this, that, third.
Still entertaining.
Like
but
it's so bad.
It's
so bad. Same with the Ring of Honor.
Well,
that's
I did hear
Sammy's
about
fault.
that.
No. Sammy said, I'm tired of being in Vortex of Jericho. I'm gonna go Ring of Honor. It's so bad with the Ring of Honor.
No. I think he wanted. I think they sent them over there because it's a
man.
mess over there.
Because he's tired of dealing with Jericho.
No,
because dead ass.
Because to be honest, when they kind of got back together for 2.5 seconds and they had that tag title shot with Big Bill and Ricky Starks, #Free Ricky, they should have won the belts then. That's when that would have made sense to me. I actually agree with your brother. I think to keep Sammy Guevara far away from Chris Jericho as possible.
You need to
far away. But I am actually I'm
in trouble.
I'm the minority.
So,
I'm thoroughly enjoyed by the learning tree.
How you guys feel about these 4 gentlemen possibly going to the E?
Wow. So all right, let's rumor alert. So as you know, people have heard through the grapevine, some of these gentlemen that you see on your screen, their contracts are about to expire. I hate that this is a known thing. Like, what happens in the days when niggas just pop up and you just be surprised?
Nigga,
like,
this is sports entertainment.
I hate that.
I want to hear information.
I don't.
Listen, I don't care.
I don't mind hearing about a lot of other shit, but like shit like that, I'm like, your contract ended, bro. I don't need to be in your business.
But the thing about this is sports news. I love seeing this because it legitimizes it. It legitimizes the money. Okay. It legitimizes the story of what's going on outside of it. It makes it look like not some fucking circus carny shit that wrestling is known for. It makes it a legit business. Because these niggas, the Lucha Bros, are about to get a bag. Because I'm going to tell you why. These niggas, I've seen Phoenix.
Handsome,
sexy nigga,
sexy
first
man.
of all.
Sexy
First
man.
of all, these niggas, the Lucha Bros, fly. No. They fly with the wings fly. Drip.
They just filed.
Drop.
Well, that was my song. Mm-hmm. But they had just
for Drip Drip Squad?
They put in 2 trademarks. I think the other day. No.
Drip Max?
One for King King Fuego. And King the Fire? Other one is something Fuego. I can't remember the second one, but it's King Fuego.
Lucha Fuego.
But they're trademarked. But them trademarking those names is a very interesting move.
Because they don't want because they're businessmen. Have you seen this nigga's Ray Phoenix house? He be having his face covered like we don't know how he looks now. But anyways, like half of Mexico don't know how this nigga look. So, but anyway, here's the point. This nigga in his house, marble.
And I know that
all white. You gotta have money to have an all white house.
And I know that Rey Mysterio gonna show him how to get the bag.
Oh, that nigga is definitely gonna show him.
Show
him the way.
Son, Louis Vuitton. So he came to hog. Right?
Ray?
No. Rey Mysterio did
okay, Ray Fuego. I couldn't remember. I knew it was something Fuego.
Rey Mysterio did wrestle at Hog before.
Yeah.
Brian had to put up his whole Jeep for it.
Yeah, he told me.
That's the background story.
Listen,
yeah, he told me.
I'm not surprised.
So, anyways, Ray Phoenix. Is it Ray Phoenix?
Well, now it's Ray Fuego and King Fuego.
So Ray Phoenix came to Hog to wrestle.
That shit is fire.
He had his mask on, right? He sat in the corner, jewelry, chains. And it looked real too. Mm-hmm. It looked legit. Not that shit that we be wearing.
Yeah. I'm fucking hollering.
Not the shit we be wearing. Yeah. Sneakers fresh. Mm-hmm. Nigga smelled like money. Mm-hmm. I took a picture with him.
Yeah, I remember that picture.
I said, my nigga, you smell like
money. And they don't speak English too. Huh?
They don't speak English.
Oh, they do.
They don't.
Perfectly English.
No, they speak English, but they pretend like
that
they can't.
That other one, why pretend that way? Because we took that picture. We took that picture a few years ago. Yeah. And because your brother was so excited to take a picture with him, I said, "All right, fine, I'll pay for. We'll take the picture. It's fine." And what is it? The Zero Mero nigga? Yo, that nigga ain't say nothing English
because they don't want to speak English.
He was giving the like you thought it was
because
they don't want to
speak. So I'm gonna tell you something. I work with this guy, right? Mm-hmm. nice worker,
Mm-hmm.
phenomenal worker.
Mm-hmm.
There was this one time one of the dudes that I work with was like, heard him speak English. He's like, I heard you speak English? He's like, shh.
Yo, that Okie-doke niggas. That's wild.
Well, he went like this, said, shh. And I was like, he said he did that? And then one day I went up to her. I said, you speak English? He goes,
yo, but that's probably how all of them do.
Smart.
So
Just
back
like to find out, Tajiri know I speak English.
Like, yeah, I spoke to him in English when I met him.
Tajiri knows how to speak English?
Yo,
yeah.
There's like people who said this.
I met him.
Jericho said
I met
this.
him.
One day that he caught Tajiri on the phone talking perfect English. He looked at him, said, just like you were.
No, yeah, when I met him, actually, I met him at the 2300 Arena at an MLW show.
Perfectly good English,
and
right?
he did speak English to me.
Perfectly
though,
English.
We took a selfie, we hugged.
Perfect
I told him, I was
English.
like, I love your career, I love what you've done. But then he said thank you in English.
Because he's speaking perfect English.
Perfect English.
Because they
live in the gimmick.
Yo, these immigrant dudes, I know immigration is crazy in America right now because of whatever.
Yeah.
All jokes to the side. These immigrant dudes be coming here and getting the bag.
The whole shit.
So when Lucha Bros goes to WWE, because I know what's going to happen. They're going to look at him and say, you need me more than I need you. Because I'm rich already, nigga.
So there's, on the docket, there's the Lucha Bros that's, starting possibly exiting AEW. Daniel Garcia, the whole reason why the whole thing with him and Max happened was to write him off because they wasn't sure if he was going to resign or not. So that's a thing. And of course, hashtag free Ricky Starks.
Ricky Starks is not coming back.
Free Ricky Starks right now. Yo, I had read something about how they wanted him to turn.
Onyx.
I had read the other day they had said something about how they wanted him to turn face. He didn't want to.
Listen,
and stick your grounds, bro. Stick your grounds.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. Ricky Starks.
That's nigga about to be a superstar on NXT. You have no fucking clue.
He's black. I mean, what is he? Afro-Latino?
No, he's mixed.
No, yeah, he's mixed, but he's from New Orleans, so that's why that whole Cajun
he's
shit.
Creole.
Yeah, that whole Cajun shit is different.
So listen, Ricky Starks doesn't give a fuck anymore.
Zero.
He is counting his days down.
But
now,
I do like the fact he's still training though, because if you saw that picture of him and Jade, he's still training.
The only thing I'm worried about is when his contract ups, will they add extra days because he was injured? Remember, supposedly,
but I don't think he was.
He wasn't.
I don't think he was.
Wasn't there a time that he was injured because of a head concussion?
No, but then he had said I believe he had tweeted, but he had posted about. He was just like, "Yo, I'm okay. Like I'm not hurt." Because it was after that. It was after that stinger. That stinger that they thought he had, because it was the match he had and they thought he had the concussion, and he had said like maybe a few weeks after that he was like, I'm not injured. They just don't have nothing for me.
Let's talk business real quick. Let's talk business real quick. The NFL is known to put people on the injured reserve so they won't pay them sometimes, or put somebody DNP. So, like in the NBA, because sometimes people have incentives in their contract. If you hit this many points this season or do this amount of stuff, you get paid more. Would they do that with Ricky Starks? And I don't know. I'm being the conspiracy theorist.
In all honesty, just let him go.
No, but let's say if I want to be petty, we thought you had this stinger, so we took you off TV for X amount of months because we thought you were injured. Your contract is up, let's say next week, the end of August. We're gonna keep you till October. Just because I'm petty.
That's good for Survivor Series.
It is.
So
do
what you
want.
Do what you want. Do what you please.
I don't know. Honestly, I feel like
because he's gonna come to NXT and make a name for himself.
Make a name for himself.
Tony Khan dropped a lot of people, ball on a lot of people. Like it was just like you could have had Pride and Power for the Lucha Brothers in a death match. You understand? All those times,
Mexicans versus Puerto Rican, that should have been fire.
That's what did Impact. They used to kill each other in Impact matches. But now,
God, they used to fight each other a bunch of Impact.
Yeah. Like there is a compilation on YouTube. Lucha Brothers versus LA.
And I'm pretty sure they have wrestled at HOG.
No, they definitely wrestled at HOG a lot of times.
Sure,
they put on fire matches. And Tony Khan dropped the ball.
Well, I mean, that's the hard part, and it's not to only say Tony Khan drops the ball. Like, I mean, in all honesty,
pandemic.
But just an
What's the excuse?
But just no. I'm just saying in general, just as someone that books people, like book situations and being creative and just being on the other side of the fence of things.
Listen,
like at the end of the day, everybody's gonna have their faults. Everybody's not gonna win. Like that's just what it is.
Listen, in 5 years, like Janelle said, maybe 10 is gonna be NXT Mexico.
Oh, I'm telling you,
because
they are. Listen,
because these niggas, the Lucha Bros, are the beginning. Because I don't think y'all understand I don't think the bag. I don't think you understand. The Lucha Bros are rich already. They are rich. No. They are like in Mexico. They are gods, and they are also American rich. They ain't Mexican rich. They are American dollar rich. Yeah. They don't have the dinero rich. They are dollar rich. So with the type of money Triple H is gonna have to scarf over when they drive up to Stanford, Connecticut.
They got it though.
Because Tony paid them. I don't know. I know certain people's contracts. I know one person's contract. Can't say the person's name.
Oh, is it what you told me?
It's the one I told you.
Woo!
And he got the bag.
Woo!
Now he deserved it. He deserved it. We'll talk about it later. I gotta say it off camera. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's a certain person that's been signed for over the past year in WWE and got a very nice, delicious contract. And he was just on the indies.
Just yesterday.
Or she was just on the indies. We don't know. But
it sounds like,
honestly, it sounds like they trying to do what the NBA do. There's a new TV money coming in. It's supposed to kick in real soon. You got to spend it. So the fact that they got the Lucha Brothers.
I mean, they listen.
And about to get Machine Gun.
Oh, I forgot that's still a thing.
Oh,
I forgot that was
because you know what? The tag team division's been very shaky.
Yeah, it's been shaky.
Because you got random team ups like Apollo Crews and Baron Corbin.
But to be fair, though, they were working that up. They worked to that tag.
The shit is random.
But it still random would have been like if they announced the tournament and them two niggas they had been backstaging and shit.
Oh,
they backstaging and shit. No, I don't like random tag teams together because that's what you're about to say. But what I will say though, for in that instance, every week they were in segments together.
So the semi-lesbian and lesbian catch group ain't random.
Yo, but let's talk. You see what me and Yam call them the stud group though?
Because they are. Except
Zoe has a whole nigga.
My girl, Zoe
has a whole husband.
Zoe Starks is fine as fuck. I don't care what nobody says. She is delicious. She is beautiful. I don't care if she got a semi-strong face. She's still beautiful, and she got good handshake.
But to
strong
be fair,
ass forearms.
I do think that within the next year they're gonna totally revamp the tag team division. They're setting up the piece. That's why I said everything happens in time. All right, let's actually jump into SummerSlam. Myself along with Wilkins, for at least a portion of the show we sat next to each other. And then two random black niggas
died. Who? Oh, so I'll tell you the story real quick.
Nigga, what's the nigga name? What was his name?
Danny or something.
He called it his name.
I gotta go back to work. So I got like 10 minutes. Y'all can finish up. So I'm at SummerSlam, right? Get my seat. You know, I'm sitting down. I hit her up. I said, "Yo, I got a seat next to me. Ain't nobody come
and he
for
was
the past
like,
30
ain't no
minutes."
2 seats. So I said, all right, because we ended up sitting in the same section. So where my seat was, I was a little up. I was a few rows higher, but we were in the same section.
So
no, he was by himself. We were together.
I kind of like being by myself during these weekends. There's the time that I get to be alone, and then I hit up Janelle because Janelle's. But you live by yourself. No. You don't understand.
No, it's different. When you're at an event, kind of solo dolo.
You don't understand. Different. I work with people all day. I literally manage a team of 30, almost 30 people.
Solo time is good time.
So I enjoy some solo time, but I was in the house the entire time with these niggas. Great people, but I need them a couple of times to myself.
Yeah, no, 100%.
So anyways, in my seat, I text Janelle, yo, I'm here. Got some seats next to me. Come through. So he's like this. Yes.
Yeah, he was.
And I literally had my hand
he
up.
Was.
But the seats are so close together that the person next to me kept hitting his knee. I hit him up. I was like, yo, my bad, dogs. So I'm going to say his name is Tommy.
This nigga making up names.
So then Tommy, it seems like Tommy's like, yo, you good. Don't worry about it. White boy, glasses, little slim, real Twinkie looking dude. Nice guy, but he was cool. He's like, hey, don't worry about it. So now I'm sitting there. This black couple comes down. No, these two white dudes sit down.
So they sit at the end, all the way at the end. So I'm 4 seats into the row. So then
they the row right behind him, but on the edge. The two seats on the end.
No. They actually were sitting next to me at first. So I'm gonna get to them again. So these other two white people come. They sit down, whatever. And then Tommy behind me, his boyfriend is walking up the stairs.
Oh, he gay?
Yeah.
Tommy's gay.
Yeah.
Tommy's gay.
Plot twist.
It's actually irrelevant.
I didn't expect that.
Oh, okay.
We're in 2024.
Yeah. I thought that Tommy was Dolo.
The gays like wrestling too. It's okay.
Niggas
Wrestling's very gay.
Shout out to Goldust.
So Tommy so Tommy, right?
Yeah.
So Tommy's sitting there. Jason's walking up with his beers. Jason falls. Right on the concrete stairs, right? So I was like, oh shit!
All the beer fell out?
All the beer, but Jason goes, oh, Tommy! So he runs over to Tommy, right? He's like, yo, Tommy, get up! And then Jason goes, he's having a seizure.
Yeah.
So he's tensing up. So I was like, I don't know why. I didn't have a second thought.
Superman,
so I ran over.
Superman Wilkins to the rescue.
I moved the other two people down to the end of the stair because they just didn't care. So I ran over. I said, oh, what's going on? He said he's having a seizure. So I'm trying to move the nigga, right? Trying to move Tommy over on his back.
Yeah.
So then this random woman, like touched by an angel woman.
Wonder Woman just came
popped
out of nowhere.
And she said, oh, he's having a grandma seizure. I know what the hell these are. He's using verbiage I never heard of.
I never heard grandma
I've
seizure
never heard of that
before.
either.
She came up with it. So she came through. She's like, oh my God, he's turning blue. I said, this nigga about to die on me.
Now, keep in mind, Summerslam has not started. Keep in mind, the show has not started.
So he's turning blue, but then touched by the angel woman that starts rubbing his chest. Like saying sorry in sign language. That's how you say sorry in sign language. So he's rubbing his chest. She's trying to get him back. She's like, we're losing him. And then Jason's going crazy. Like, Tommy! Starts crying. And I'm holding on. I was like, Tommy, get up. Bleeding. Mouth bleeding.
Because remember, he
got
hit his head.
Blood on his head. And I'm just like, Tommy, get up. And then touched by the angel, I'm rubbing his chest. He's coming back. He comes back.
Okay, so now I'm going to pause him. So he's texting me. He texts me that he's in the stadium. So I said, okay, I'm on my way. I walked to the stadium from where I was at.
Dang, it's like camera 2.
So yeah, because it's a different perspective.
Yeah.
So Danny had issues with her sweet seat ticket. So we was at the box office for a little bit. But then we finally get to the gate. I get inside. I walk into the section. And as I'm walking, he's play-by-playing to me, telling me like, yo, this nigga just had a seizure. I said, wait, what? In our section? I can't do that. That is traumatizing for me.
It's not your section.
So no, it's our section.
We're in the same
whole section. So I said, oh Lord. But it takes it. I'm like truckling to get to the section that we sitting in. And then we get to a certain point where everything just stops. And I realize why it stopped because of what's going on at the section. So then I'm like right by the section trying to wait till everybody passes by, but then all you hear is move. You hear the EMS niggas come with the fucking stretcher. So I make a way for them. Dead ass ambulance match, legit. I made a way for them because people didn't notice what was going on, but I knew because your brother had told me. I said, oh, just move over. So we made a way for the stretcher to come through. Then they went to go get him. Everything. We were still standing in the same spot. And then when I saw him come out, I said, oh, that's the nigga that Wilkins was helping. Damn. When I tell you neck brace, stretcher out of the section. So I'm sitting here like, that is a bad way to go out. Mind you, the show has not started. SummerSlam has not started yet.
So she got the end of that.
I caught the end.
In the moment, I'm holding him. I was like, yo, Tommy, get up. Tommy, get up. She's rubbing his chest. And then he comes back to life.
Yeah, he was up. Like when I saw him,
he died again. He started losing it. He's like, we can't lose him. We got to keep him up. And his boyfriend crying. Jason's like, oh my God. I can't leave. You can't. She's slapping his face. I'm slapping the nigga's face. I said, get up.
Nah, that could have been a hate crime.
So then the black women, shout out to black women. They called the EMS. We got somebody here. We need help. EMS come through.
Yeah, they came. So that's what I said. They came through from on my end, and then they had let him out. And then I finally was able to get to the section. So when I saw your brother, I said, "Oh my God, what is going on here?"
Is he okay?
And then
so hold up.
Hold on.
So then he slaps me. He gets back up. And he's like, oh my God, he's trying to fight people off. He's like, nah, chill.
Because he don't know what's going on.
So he gets up. He finally gets up. The EMS put
the neck brace. They wheel them out. I said wheel them out.
And I asked the boyfriend Jason. So I guess you're not watching. You watching Summerslam on your phone. He's like, we don't know about that yet.
So fast forward, maybe about 2 matches into the card, your boy pops up, bandages, talking about band-aids here. They drew blood, all type of shit. My nigga made a return to the section.
Nigga was like Paul Pierce.
Nigga said, I done paid way too much goddamn money.
He did a Paul Pierce.
Yes, we came back.
My man came back. Him and the boyfriend came back, sat in their seats, and enjoyed the rest of the show.
Were people clapping for him?
Yeah, when he came back to the section. Because whatever his name was, your brother called, he's like, oh, man. And then everybody just started clapping. And I was just like, yo, they wasn't fucking around. Like, yo, they said, fuck all that. We done paid way too much money and spent way too much time. That part. And I said, I don't even know if they live here or whatever. So I'm just sitting here like, this is crazy. But my man came back
and enjoyed the rest of the show.
Enjoyed the rest of the show.
Cheering everything.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
And then he tapped me on the shoulder. Was like, oh, that Apollo Crews look like you.
Well, I'm glad I wasn't there for that because I would have been like, sir.
Oh, and I looked at
inappropriate.
I looked at this nigga like.
Inappropriate.
He started laughing. I said,
now we trying to relate? No.
Okay.
So
you almost died.
Right.
So
I saved your life.
Facts.
Why?
You rock, though.
Why am I Apollo Crews now all of a sudden?
So I was like, you know what? We good.
Yeah. So we had so to kick off, they started SummerSlam off with Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan. And even though everyone anticipated the turn, I loved how they did it. I thought it was beautiful. I did not see Dominic going in for the kiss, so that threw me for the loop of all loops.
Like I like honestly.
All right, guys.
All right, later.
Oh, bye. Like I don't have to go to work till either, but okay.
All right, so
goodbye.
All right, so we're gonna finish this up. Like honestly, here flyers.
Like, give it to your people. Tell them to buy tickets. Thank you.
Honestly, real talk though, I feel like it was hella entertaining.
No, it honestly was probably the best way to do it.
I feel like it was a very good match.
Mm-hmm.
I feel it's very well told, and it makes you like. Simon Miller said it the best. He called it WrestleMania hot.
Yeah,
like, it feels like a 6 months reset from everything. Now the Judgment Day is a new
it's Judgment Day 2.0.
Yeah, and I've had Rhea and Damian Priest are called the Terror Twins. Fire though.
Nah, it was a good little reset. It was a really good way of kind of.
He went like double heel.
Starting it, double turn is crazy out here. Because then when he pulled his hair from Rhea, telling her like, "Nah, I don't want you to get disqualified," we was like, "Oh, okay." But then when he kissed Liv, we was like, "Wow, what is going on?" No, it was really, really good. And then what after that? I'm trying to think because there was a lot of title matches, and that's what I think what gave it the WrestleMania feel. So glad Nia won.
That's a
new.
That's a Triple H guy.
Champ.
That's Triple H.
Yeah, because and she said it. I think in her post, she was just like, "Yo, what a year of a difference made."
But she worked hard.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, this is how I feel. There was an interview my brother had with her. Check it out right now. It's available. And I felt that when you started going to wrestling, and I see this a lot of people I train with, whatever, is you let the crowd influence you because you're still trying to find yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me though? She was in NXT, a little bit more of a different environment, and then the pandemic happened. She on TV all the time. She kept on fucking up constantly. You don't know what kind of situation she had at home. People forget when she was fucking up. It was mostly during the pandemic, and then Shorty came back. Son,
she had lost a little weight. Her gear got better.
Right.
In-ring got better.
Now Nia Jax is. I feel like before she lost her love for wrestling. Now I feel like she got the love for it back.
And actually, I think Tiffany had a part in that. I definitely think her kind of taking Tiffany under her wing. And also what I actually loved about SummerSlam, one of the things I loved about SummerSlam was I felt like it gave legitimacy to King of the Ring. King of the Ring matters. So like when they do it next year and it's still a thing where if the winner main event, the winner gets a title shot at SummerSlam, that matters now because both King and Queen of the Rings won their titles. at SummerSlam.
And I like the fact that how they won was no gimmicks.
Nah, it all was
7-0 rating or anything. But again, it like
but even that actually beautifully worked out
because he said he come back.
Because now that's gonna be the match at Bash the Berlin.
Right, and you notice that how that they kept him away for a while. Randy was eyeing different titles. He's eyeing.
He's still eyeing Cody's though.
Cody, but he look like
I'm gonna still wait for that.
I'm gonna get Gunther because technically
you owe me that. You owe me that.
And Gunther be the competitor he is. Cool,
right? Like, so it all fell into place correctly. Once again, Gunther's a new champ. Nia Jax won her new title.
This match.
Listen, Kobe, let me tell you something. I was very disappointed at it not being shorts.
Yeah,
very disappointed in that.
Yeah,
you had one job to do. We were recreating a moment, sir, and you missed the memo.
That outfit wasn't fire though,
because
like,
it wasn't shit. Punk had Punk's gear was in representation of Bret Hart. Drew McIntyre's his coat was representation of Undertaker from that SummerSlam match that the two of them had. And it was and Seth was supposed to channel his HBK and he didn't.
Question.
I was very upset.
Question. Did you see the ref cam?
So
on the Jumbotron?
No. So here's the thing: live, you couldn't see it, and then after the Seth thing, I don't think they did it anymore because it just didn't work out. Like I think the battery pack. I think he spoke about it. The battery pack I think fell out, so that's why I have the rest of the match. You didn't have the ref cam, but you couldn't see the ref cam. Well, I mean, I think maybe for once or twice, matches, but when I purposely went back to watch the pay-per-view because I wanted to. Yeah. I not only wanted to hear commentary, but I wanted to see the ref cam.
The ref cam, like watching it live, it was just like they mentioned ref cam. And it was just to me,
it's a great concept.
Great.
If they can get the kinks out, because I think they need to channel the inner Medea and figure out a different way where it's a wireless or something. If they can master that and do it here and there for those type of big matches, I think it'll be a very dope production wise. I think it's amazing. Like when we heard ref cam, we was like, wait, what?
And I feel like how that. Dope. It gives like legitimacy to the ref. It adds extra layer.
Yeah, because then you can see from the ref's point of view, and you can see the hard work that referees do have to put in order for the match to make sense. And I think that's why referees are unsung heroes in wrestling.
Being a referee,
I definitely think people don't
understand.
No, yeah, I don't think
being a referee. My God, people just think that I just thought it's gonna be a cakewalk. I'll be very honest with you, but boy, the moment you fall out of shape.
Mm-hmm.
You can't keep up. The moment you make any mistakes in the ring, it gives you like a bad reputation and stuff like that.
All it takes is one thing.
Yeah. And it's very hard to get the reputation back. It's to the point where like, yo, I gotta be dumb for certain shit.
You don't want to be that bad ref.
You don't be that bad ref. You feel me though? And like, yo, I messed up one time at Hawk with a match, right? And then, man, that gave me a bad reputation. And I got to build my reputation back up just by being who I am.
Yeah. It happens over time. It's life. It is what it is. But Drew McIntyre did win. I do think we're going to go the best out of 3 on that, I love the fact that they're still sprinkling Seth into it. Because these are both Seth and Drew were the two that were the most upset when Punk came back in November last year. So I definitely think he went back to work. That's where Wilkins went, but he's here in spirit. But what else happened? We had Seth and Punk and Drew. We had Gunther win, Nia win. Oh, Braun Breaker, new Intercontinental Champion.
You could tell that. Like,
it was a timing thing.
Yeah, they cut the match because like I feel like
it was a timing thing. But it actually for me it made sense because Braun Breaker is a monster. He should not be having 12, 15-minute matches.
Like I feel like the first match that they have, it didn't showcase who he is. I felt like they messed up the first match. Like Sami should have barely won the first match because he won clean. I'm looking like, yeah, when like Braun winning now, it won't be the same.
No, so I felt the same until last week on Raw when Braun Breaker did that promo he did, and he was just like, I wasn't focused, like I was worried about this and that. His promo saved the whole thing for me. So I love the fact that this coming Monday, they will be doing 2 out of 3 falls, so they will get the time that they were supposed to get for SummerSlam.
Also, how was the arena when? This man came back.
All right, guys. So y'all know, those who've been a part of the Jobbertears family know I'm not a sub to Roman Reigns. However, the electricity
Yo, what up,
in
my
that,
guy?
hey, shout outs to Respect the Craft in the building. Shout out to Ralph Reigns in the building.
Yo, man, I'm gonna hit you up a little later because I gotta be on the show promote JobberSlam. We'll talk, King.
So let me see if I can pull up a video to maybe give you guys some sound to it. But it was because what was crazy was the screens all went black first. So you didn't know, and then those drums played, and we were just like, what? And then I gotta find the video because I can't really describe it, but it was that moment of, oh no, that's Drew. That's Drew and Punk. It was that moment where you heard the music, you saw the graphic finally, you knew Roman Reigns has returned. But it wasn't until he popped up. Let me see. So you can kind of hear it. But it's the beginning of it. But I can't play it all. But it is, think of like when you're in like like if you've ever been to the orchestra and it just builds and builds. The moment he stepped out, it got louder. Like it just, it's only a few times I feel like I've experienced that type of level of like, whoa, because you got 57,000 people screaming. Whether you like Roman, hate Roman, whatever it is, you were in that moment. And that moment was dope. And I love the fact that in a way, because at first I thought he made Cody look pussy. I ain't gonna hold you. After I left that stadium, I was like, why Roman made him look so pussy? But then when I rewatched it on the Peacock, I felt like he gave a knowledge of respect to Cody.
Yeah,
there was a moment where when he finally left the ring and they looked at each other before he ended up crossroads solo again. When Roman and Cody locked eyes, when I rewatched it, I said that was a level of respect. And I appreciated that. In that moment, I was like, why you made my nigga look pussy as hell? Like he can't defend himself. But I love the fact, and listen, we all be our ears to the streets. I'm glad we all got worked. I am glad WWE did something right. That they all led us to believe that Jacob was out. Down and out bad. And it goes to show you the level of how he can sell. Because baby, that level of selling is not, it doesn't happen every day.
I mean, you saw the wrong leg though.
Doesn't matter.
Because I watched a couple of times.
Because when I rewatched it, I was just like, he didn't really hurt himself. So what are we talking about here? But he actually just went bloop.
Yeah, but he sold it well.
Selling it is amazing. And it was to not put him and Roman in the same space, which is great because you still don't know if Jacob's gonna be with the original bloodline or with the bloodline 2.0. You don't know yet.
Personally,
you don't know.
I feel this way. This may sound crazy though. People may disagree with me. They should hold this match for Netflix.
Oh, they're gonna hold everything. Well, so as Triple H did announce last week, Survivor Series War Games will be held in Vancouver, Canada, Thanksgiving weekend.
So when the Netflix deal?
Netflix deal starts in January. So that, but and that's for Raw. None of them niggas is on Raw, so actually it's irrelevant.
Wait, what?
Netflix is Monday Night Raw. None of them are on Raw. USA.
No, I'm talking about the pay-per-view.
We'll get. Oh well, the pay-per-views will be.
On Netflix.
I think they will be on Netflix. The
reason why I say Netflix gonna be on, like, I feel actually it's still a win-win for SmackDown because, to be honest with you, I love watching Friday Night SmackDown. I love it. I hate watching on network television because you realize how much network television don't take certain crap no more compared to when we was kids. Because watching that Raw live and that SmackDown live, I forgot who was out there. I forgot which one. It was like they kept on blending out the television and stuff like that.
Oh, when Fox kept fucking up?
Right.
Yeah.
I thought that was my TV because obviously you have a tenant TV and stuff like that.
About TV.
It wasn't. It was like the network. And I feel like they should actually save certain matches Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatucci happened when it
Oh, that should happen now for give me about another year or two. I don't need that right now.
But the Bloodline versus the Bloodline.
So that's the potential thing for War Games this year, which would be really, really dope. So that was SummerSlam. It was a really shout out to the city of Cleveland. People will say what they want.
The audience
had a great time in Cleveland. We had an amazing time. Had a great time at SmackDown. Had a great time at SummerSlam. That was actually my first time doing SummerSlam back to back.
So are we gonna do Bad Blood?
Bad Blood is gonna be in the works for Atlanta, so we're gonna work on that. But let's get through JobberSlam first. That's what I'm just saying. But Monday Night Raw, like I mentioned at the beginning, one of the best Monday Night Raws of 2024 occurred. We saw the Wyatt 6 main event. It was such an emotional full circle moment, and I appreciated Michael Cole. I appreciate commentary's job in putting that over in that sense, because who would have remembered that Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family debuted in that same building in that same city? And for his brother to carry on his legacy in the same building they debuted was just beautiful. And that's a testament to WWE and how well they strategically did that.
I think that honestly, this is a good run for him. For Bray, Bo Dallas, to me, it goes back to what people always say. Yo, you keep on doing the right thing, shit's gonna play out.
Listen, he got that Bo shirt over, and I didn't think that was gonna be possible. I ain't gonna hold you. B-Team shit, yo, B-Team was a white t-shirt with that looked like fucking a Sharpie marker with a B and then
don't forget, people forget the B-Team got tag team championship.
Oh, absolutely. They got gold.
He feuded against his brother. And remember when he imitated his brother?
Yo, so and I love the little trinkets of memory for not only Bray, but the whole like Wyatt family. So it was beautifully done. It was a really good.
Don't forget American Made.
American Made.
Fire.
American Made. Yo, fire. The gear, the mute. Yo, Chad is that motherfucking nigga. Y'all put some respect on.
It makes
my
me
man
feel like,
Chad Gable.
So like it makes me feel like, well, we could go back. Hindsight being 2020, it was a good thing that he was not Kurt Angle's son.
Nah.
Because
Jason Jordan being his son was way funnier than anything.
Reason why? Because it really allowed Chad Gable to be like, "Alright, man, fuck. I really got to get in my bag and improve on the mic." And he did that.
Yo, he's amazing. So I was really happy with that. 6 tsunamis. Woo! I tell you, all it takes is one segment. All it takes is one segment. And Monday Night Raw really showed you all it takes is one segment. Everybody's been talking about Bronson Reed and that tsunami shit. Mind you, the nigga jumps off the second rope. That's talent. Odyssey Jones finally made his Raw debut. Shout outs to him. Saving New Day. But I love the fact that they're pulling the tugs at the New Day splitting.
So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question though, son. Hype Day this weekend. Do you think that they should add them to the New Day?
No, I do not.
Okay.
New Day is New Day, and I think it's one of those groups that I feel like if they were gonna add people, they would have did it a while ago.
Biggie got to be there.
No, but I think they would have did that a while ago.
The reason why I said I had a Biggie,
I don't really see the need for a new Day. I got excited because I was like, oh shit, are they? But then I said, but then the backstage segment where Woods had no idea that he was gonna be saving. I said, oh,
but I don't have issue with that.
What we're doing.
But I kind of feel like if they're gonna add a new member, Biggie has to be there because I don't want to feel like they're replacing Biggie.
Well, I mean, that's what you're gonna always feel though. It doesn't, regardless if he's there or not, you're gonna feel like the person's being replaced. Look at what happened with Nation of Domination when they added Dwayne. I put money niggas ain't sit there and be like, oh, he's not gonna replace Farouk. Farouk is the leader. He replaced the fuck out that nigga. They kicked that nigga out. So, but I think it's dope. I love, and listen, say what you want about the Final Testament, about Killer Cross. Say what you want about him, but literally that nigga has prophesized every fucking heel turn in the last 2 years. I don't care what anybody says. That man, everything he says is that happened. True. When he talked about Dominic and Ray had to do what he didn't want to do, Ray had to beat his son up. True. When he talked about who else? He talked about Nakamura turning. Come on now. Listen, say what you want. It's certain things that happen for a certain reason. So, but no, as I mentioned, Monday Night Raw was really, really good. Especially going against, people love ratings if they do. Going against the Olympics definitely was, and on Sci-Fi. They wasn't even on the USA Network.
This is the second week, right?
Next week they'll be back on USA because the Olympics, I believe, will be concluding very shortly. So next week they will be back on the USA Network. Real quick, NXT second week of the Great American Bash.
Henry signing that.
I believe in
yes, like
Henry.
new contract is crazy, right?
His contract is retarded. That's what I told your brother. I said, yo, if anybody could get a contract like Joe Hendry, then you doing shit. You doing the right thing.
You know why it makes sense? That's how wrestlers should be treated.
But I just love the fact that I love the fact he can train at the Performance Center. Yeah, I think that's a crucial part of that deal because it's like you're getting one-on-one, training with people and getting knowledge and showing the way. Like, in all honesty, I don't know when his contract or Impact has ended up, but that's gonna be one of them signees they gonna pick up and grab because that's what that is. But he had a match against Joe Coffey, so that was dope.
How come like Elias couldn't get over? Like, how come like they didn't just keep Elias?
I don't know,
because like Elias is the same shit.
I don't know if I would say it's musically, yes, but I don't know if character-wise I would say it's the same.
Elias played two different characters at one point. His brother
and they didn't hit when they listen.
No, that shit hit, dog.
I would walk with Elias to the end of time, but that when he turned into some other nigga, I said, "What are we doing? What is going on here?" But so we had Joe Coffey going against Joe Hendry. We had Trick Williams opening up, going against Pete Dunne and losing. I thought that was actually pretty dope because it's gonna show the evolve of Trick Williams. So yes, you could take an L, but it's how you pick yourself back up, and I think they're gonna show that over time. Ethan Page going against Ora Mensah. Ethan Page won, but I've always loved the little rivalry that it was like always on site with Ora Mensah and Ethan Page. So I love that for them. The main event, baby. I didn't think Lil Ting Ting had it in him. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Wesley turning on his niggas was not on my bingo card. Okay? Like, and he just saying, you left me here. Now, mind you, it really wasn't his fault that he had to leave. But I get it. He still left you. So I didn't see that in him. I didn't think Lil Ting Ting had it in him. I'm thoroughly entertained, and I will tune in next week to see what the fuck he says about this. But so that was NXT, and then last but not least this week, AE Dubs, as they are gearing up for All In.
All about that.
I'm hollering. I don't know why. I did like the match with Max and Kyle Fletcher. I did like it.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think it should have been the opening contest? No. But I know why you did it, so it's fine. We're still building up Tony Storm and Mariah May. I really want them to really find someone else for Sasha Banks to talk on her behalf. Like, I just really
facts.
Woo! Britt Baker just be eating her up for supper, and it just be like, girl, this ain't.
But Sasha gonna eat it up in the ring.
This ain't the right, and it just be like,
Sasha gonna embarrass her.
But see, but the thing though is like you want to evoke emotion, and that's not. I'm not emotional about this match at all. So, what else happened on AEW? So I will say, I did like the Swerve little promo with the interview with JR. I did like it. Did it make me excited about the match? No. But I appreciated it. It didn't give me the heel heat that I was looking for because that's what's missing in the match. Like, I really need Swerve to either like roll up to Brie Bella and just be like, yo, fuck your husband type shit. Like, I need some like real like hood heat. I need some heat. And because now it's the whole career versus title match, and it's just like, that was the route we went. Okay, cool. But it doesn't. I'm not excited about the match. I will always cheer for Jeff Jarrett. So Jeff Jarrett and Daniel Bryan was really good. I did like that.
And also like Jeff Jarrett beefing with.
Jeff Jarrett came out and hit that nigga with that fucking guitar.
I enjoyed it. Jeff Jarrett.
I said he didn't give a fuck. But then I think they had posted it on AEW social media that Jeff Jarrett and Hangman Page got into it, which sign me up for. But in actuality, I would rather Jeff mentor Hangman, and I actually would rather that be a thing. I'd rather them two lock it together because I think the whole cowboy shit, him being the last cowboy, like this shit there. So, but y'all may not do that. So, but All In is looking to be pretty stacked. So they have, as of right now, I believe Mariah May versus Toni Storm. They have Daniel Bryan versus Swerve. They have Darby Allin. Oh, that fucking. Oh, why they do Jack Perry like that? Why they do Dylan something like that is beyond me. That fucking Taco Bell commercial, I thought it was my TV. Cause I didn't watch it Wednesday. I record wrestling, so we watched it Thursday morning because we both was off. So I turned it on Thursday morning and I'm watching it, and I'm sitting here like, what the fuck? Why did Taco Bell commercial just come on like that?
This goes back to what you said, and we all keep on saying production.
No one and then didn't even decide to, because they've done it before where they've had this issue where they replayed the damn package. They didn't replay it. They just went to what Darby said, and it was just like, well, what Darby's responding to, I don't know what the fuck was just said with Jack Perry. So I don't get it. But listen, Jack Perry, Dylan's son, I'm just going to ask this one request. If you are not wearing Chicago CM Punk attire to this match, just throw it all away. Just throw it away. Listen, you got to have a clap back. Because Seth Rollins came out with the Hangman Adam Page collection. Y'all niggas got to have some type of clap back.
Same exact coat, too.
So that whole promo thing, that hurt my heart for him. I said, why y'all do that? They are, as I mentioned earlier, Collision's going to have a number one contenders match for the trios title. So I believe it is, I won't say Daddy Ass and them, the Scissor Gang versus, I think it's the House of Black. I don't remember.
It is.
I can't remember if it's them.
I think it's
because House of Black had yeah. So it's them two. Whoever wins that match will be facing the Patriarchy at All In. You got Britt Baker versus Sasha Banks for the CBS title. Who is TNT champion? Oh, that's Jack Perry. So many belts. I don't know. I think they're working Cesaro versus Okada. And then you also will have MJF going against Will Ospreay
for the American title.
The American title. Jesus Christ. Why did we do all this stuff?
Nah, Jack Perry got to come out with his ECW gear for
Nah, dead ass. Like he gotta either that or he gotta come out with Phil song. Something gotta happen.
He gotta do this.
Listen, it's been a year since that incident. You gotta have a clap back. That's all I'm saying.
That's it.
But that is it for us. As we did mention, once again, we are 2 weeks away from the hottest independent New York show of them all, JobberSlam 4. Those are our 9 amazing hit wrestling matches that we're really, really proud about and we're excited about. So tickets are on sale. As I mentioned earlier, if you're still interested in sponsoring a talent and or a match, please hit me up or hit up one of the boys. And they'll get that information to me. Once again, doors are going to be open at 4 and bell is at 5 p.m. sharp. So make sure to come out. I'm super excited because we do have a few people that are flying into town for the show. So I'm always appreciative of those that go the extra mile. Especially because they know I've done it for them as well. So I do appreciate those that are coming far and long to come out and support us. So we're really excited.
Delaware, Washington.
Listen, we're going to have H-Town in the building. We may even have Kansas City in the building. We'll have the DMV in the building. So it's going to be a really, really great time.
Stephanie Hardy coming?
No, I don't think so. Oh, you can ask her. I don't know. But she was in Toronto. She was in Money in the Bank.
Hope my son Nasty Leroy comes.
Well, hopefully we'll see Nasty Leroy when we go to Bad Blood. So, but yeah, so JobberSlam 4, August the 24th, Kobe Day. Make sure to come out. And then the next day will be our viewing party for All In at Legends.
What time?
Well, the show actually starts at 1 o'clock, so it is going to be a afternoon delight. And then Bash at the Berlin is that following Saturday. So we got a few things in the works, but we want to again thank everyone that's joined us on the live feed. This is the first time we've recorded in studio in a while, so it's really exciting and really good to be back in person and seeing everybody is good. But we thank everyone that's joined us on the live feed on this late afternoon edition of the Jobbertears podcast on the Friday. So SmackDown is must see tonight. Roman Reigns will be on SmackDown tonight. Roman Reigns will be on SmackDown next Friday as well. So get ready, okay? Once again, thank everyone for joining us this afternoon, this evening, wherever you may be watching and listening to this. As always, I'm Janelle from HR, here with Sir Wilkins and, well, he was here, Sir Wilkins and Mr. Black. Hashtag Black Excellence, hashtag we are out.
It's over, got the hands in motion. If you go with rolling, no need to focus. Traveling states and over oceans, you gotta wait till your coast chosen. Try to have lines outside the show like Harry Potter releases at Barnes and Noble.